Alright, now when I was a kid, I was a part of a youth rifle league. One day, my grandpa came up to me and he's like, "Hey, you're 12 now. Wanna shoot a gun?" Well, hell yeah, I wanna shoot a gun. I've been waiting for that moment all my goddamn life. Let me see this thing. I know what I'm doing. I've played GoldenEye 64. Where's the Z button on this goddamn thing? So every Saturday morning, I'd go and target shoot 22 caliber rifles with a bunch of other kids. I know what you're thinking. A bunch of kids in a room with rifles? Sounds like a bad idea.
If you talk shit about Scooby-Doo one more time, I'm gonna blow your goddamn brains out!
But the instructor made sure firearm safety was branded into our brains. You see this thing? It's not a toy. It's not a goddamn Tamagotchi or whatever the hell you kids play with these days. So don't be a bunch of dumbasses. Now most kids shot their own rifles that they brought from home, but my ass was broke, so I didn't have one. I had to borrow one from the club. Here, you can use this crusty ass rifle we found in a trench in World War I. We just been using it to prop up a table the past 3 months anyways. This goddamn gun was half the size of my body. There's like dried blood on it and shit. So there I was, on the firing line with my gun from the Antique Roadshow. Is this thing gonna explode in my hand when I shoot it? Now, I was not a very good shot when I first started shooting. And to make things worse, I was always the last one done shooting. So that meant that everyone would have their eyes on me, watching me shoot like a bunch of perverts. I'd be nervous as hell. I'd be trembling like I'm going through morphine withdrawals. I'd take my last shot, fucking hit the wood holding up the target.
Oh my god, he hit the wood! What an idiot!
Just laying there embarrassed. What the hell was that? What are you, holding the gun upside down? How the hell do you hit the wood? Now it's important to remember that this was a competition, and we weren't competing by ourselves. No, we were all split up into teams of 3, and my team was me and 2 17-year-old kids. Not really kids, they're practically grown-ass men at this point. We don't have anything in common. They don't watch the Angry Beavers like I do. They watch shit like Dawson's Creek. Dawson's Creek? Who the fuck is Dawson's Creek? They had these fancy rifles that their dads bought them. Things got like fucking antennas off the sides and an iPod dock and shit. Hello? What? Sorry, I'm talking on my gun phone. Can you hear me? And these guys were pretty good. They're knocking bullseyes left and right. They're shooting behind their head and shit. That's damn good shooting. You're a real Lee Harvey Oswald, aren't you? Meanwhile, I'm over here shooting like a nearsighted stormtrooper. Holy hell, some Lee Harvey Oswald you are. Jesus, JFK would have fucking seen the moon landing if your ass was shooting at him. Needless to say, I was the weak link on our little rifle team. Now for every match, we would shoot 4 rounds in 4 different positions. And offhand was the hardest position by far, because you're just standing there and you got no support. I'd be out there trying to steady this 25-pound grandpa rifle with my 12-year-old noodle arms. I'm shooting all over the goddamn place. My target looks like I'm shooting my name in cursive down there. I'm shooting out light bulbs and shit. The instructor's pulling out Kevlar vests for everybody. We got like a camera crew out there filming me. What not to do when shooting a rifle indoors? I'm surprised somebody didn't go out there and just break my rifle in half. That's enough of that bullshit. You're gonna fucking kill somebody, you maniac. But in the end, it didn't matter how bad I shot because we won the championship anyways. My teammates were so good, I could have shot my rifle backwards and we still would have won. I know I didn't contribute much. Hell, I was practically the mascot of my goddamn team. But we still won. Hey, I get a trophy too, right? I'm still a part of this team, even though I don't got a fancy spaceship rifle or Dawson's Creek. I'm a goddamn champion. Who wants my autograph?
Brewstew.com. Brewstew.com.
When I was a kid, my dad used to take me to get my hair cut at a barber shop. If I got a haircut with my mom, I'd go to a salon and just run around, be a little asshole, spray all the hairspray on the shelves, get my haircut, get a sucker, and go the fuck home. But not at a barber shop, no. You sat your silly ass down and you got your goddamn haircut, okay? You weren't dealing with your mom's best friend cutting your hair. You had a strange, angry man doing it. I walk into this place and everybody's smoking cigarettes. I sit in a chair and I'm thinking, this is where people get haircuts? Somebody's garage? Everybody smells like bourbon? And I remember sitting there and there was a bunch of Playboy magazines on the table in front of me. Just some porn for casual read. I'm like, Dad, look, there's porn on the table. Look it. Shut up. But look, there's porn. There's Playboy magazine. Shut up. We talked about this in the car. And then you get to pick which convict you want to cut your hair. You got the bald guy with prison tattoos, some guy with an eye patch, and then the old guy. His hands are fucking shaking. He's over there. You can hardly see anything. He's giving everybody haircuts from the 1920s. I'm sitting there completely baffled. Like, what the hell? I'm getting my haircut by pirates? Well, I guess I'll option with the bald guy. because bald people know a lot about cutting hair. And I'm looking at this nasty-ass barber chair. It's got dried blood all over it. Like, do I really want to sit there? Do I really want to get body lice? But you do it because you don't want Cyrus the Virus from Con Air ripping your fucking arms off. Sit down. I start telling the guy, oh, I want a number 2 on the sides and finger length on top. Whoa, 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 whoa. You want a fucking haircut, right? Look at the board over there. We have one option. Don't give me any of that fancy jargon. You want your hair shorter than it is now. Okay, I got it. You start making these weird-ass jokes. Jokes that you're not even sure are jokes at all. They're like, man, you're a cute kid. If I didn't know any better, I'd steal you off the street and take you home with me. You're like, what the hell? Your eyes are fixed on the front door. Like, I could just leave. I could just get up and run out of here. Run down the street screaming and make a scene. You look back at your dad. He's fucking sleeping on the chair. Like, what the fuck, Dad? Is this guy gonna fucking cut my hair? Is he gonna skin me alive? So they start cutting your hair, and you gotta be perfectly fucking still because they'll cut you. And if they cut you, they'll yell at you because it's your fault. Stop fucking moving your head. Alright, shit. I'll try not to blink. I'll try not to breathe at all, really. You're praying to Jesus. You're like, God, please, just get me through this. I'll give you all my Pokemon cards if you just take me to a salon. And then 10 minutes later, they're done, and it's actually a really good haircut. You're like, holy hell, that's the best haircut I ever had in my life. Thank you, strange man with only 4 teeth in your head. You cut hair really good. And then you think, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth a few cigarette burns and almost shit in your pants for a really good haircut. But then you're like, no, it's not fucking worth it. I'm in the car, I'm like, Dad, don't you ever fucking take me back there again, okay? You take me back there again, and I'm gonna be a drug addict rapist when I grow up. And then you'll find me years later, cutting hair at that fucking barbershop, scaring the shit out of little kids my age. God, your hair smells good. You sure you don't want to take your shirt off before we do this thing? Ha 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 ha.